You know how you can tell when people are inauthentic, right? You can just tell. Um, if you guys are following my videos, you know I'm no expert in any of this. I'm learning, and as I'm learning and I'm moving and I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm sharing what I'm sharing, I'm figuring it out, right? But I see so much bullshit that come out of people that are so inauthentic and try to pretend that they're an expert in something, right, in their life, and come across as one way in public, but in their private life, they treat people like garbage. And I know a few personally, right? So I'm speaking from experience. I know some people who come across as like, oh, look at me. I'm this and I'm this and I'm this. And I do all this beautiful stuff and I'm so talented and I'm so this. But it's bullshit because deep down inside, they feel so insecure about themselves and they treat the people around them like garbage. And why I'm bringing this up is as we are evolving, we are starting to be able to sniff out the bullshit. Okay. And that goes from government stuff to world things to your neighbor to people locally to businesses to friends to family, right? Like you can try to pretend all you want that you know better or you're this kind of person, but you're not living your life in integrity. And the rest of us are starting to wake up and we're starting to see it. So you can't hide it anymore. And that's what people are still trying to do because for many, many years, decades, people have been lying to us about who they are. They come across in one way in their business, on camera, in their writings, in their blogging, in their videos, whatever, but behind closed doors, they treat the people that they say they love like shit. But that's about them, right? So people who come across and say, oh, you have to live in love and you have to do all this kind of stuff, but meanwhile scream like a maniac at their spouses or their children or their parents or whatever they do. You need to do your own work, okay? Because if you want to come across as authentic, then clean up your own side of the street. I'm always talking about cleaning up my own side of the street. Listen, I am by no means an angel. When I was going through my divorce, I was a fucking nightmare. Okay, I was drinking too much. I was mean as shit. I was taking all my anger out on the people that not supposedly, the people that love me the most, and I was taking it out on them. But I own that. I worked through that. I was going through a really hard time. I didn't know how to handle myself. So I went out and I got the help. I didn't go and get like, oh, self care. I'm going to go get a facial and get a new haircut. No, I went to Codependence Anonymous. I got a therapist. I did spiritual divorce. I had a couple of coaches. I did a lot of inner work because I can't blame how I react to a situation on anybody else but me. I was a nightmare and I own it. Believe me. Believe me, I own it. But you know what? I worked on the inside and I'm still working on the inside. And there's some residual releasing that is happening from many years ago of old stuff that is coming up and it's coming up and it's working its way out through my digestive system. But you know what? I'm working on it and I'm not blaming anybody else. That's mine to take. So, for those of you pretending to be somebody you're not, we see you. Work on yourself. Bye.